Okay, let's make some history. Let's talk to Jorel. Hi there.
All is lost.
Sorry?
Just look around you. This great building will soon be in ruin.
Great building.
Of course. This building has a history spanning generations.
Ah, I see. A great history. But why will it be in ruin?
It's to be ripped apart to make way for King Latha's new alchemist lab.
Does the king not respect the outpost's great history?
Well, actually, nobody knows what the history is, but there must be something. Wait a minute. You could help me.
Me?
Yes, uncover the history of this building to convince King Lathas to leave it alone. Do you want to know more?
Tell me more.
That's what I like to hear. Let me tell you about the outposts.
Ooh, cutscene. With many occupants over the years. The building has seen much action. It started life as an outpost. Before they restored the city of Ardun.
If all goes well, I'll have to return it into a museum as a monument to the area's history. What do you think?
Yes. Okay, I'll find a stand for history.
Oh, thank you so much. You really are my saviour.
But where should I start? What do I need to do now?
There are 3 people that may be able to help.
A trader in Ardun.
There is a silver trader in East Ardun called Erin who I believe can help.
In any way he can help?
His great-grandfather lived in the outpost according to the records. He must know something.
Okay, I'll see what he has to say. Do I have to, like... Until there's a ghost far from Port Fansmith that
moans of losing his life to this place.
Sounds ominous. Does he have a name? It's Drolak. I'll track him down.
It's not simple. You need a ghost book of amulet.
I'm conversed with dead before. There shouldn't be too much of a problem. Right, who's the other one? A warrior in Relica.
Up near the mountains in Relica is a warrior called Dron who I have spoken to in the past. He's always on the lookout for information that can improve his fighting and commanding skills.
And how is he related to this outpost?
He isn't directly, but he's studied many wars, and as he used to be an outpost, it should be involved in some war.
Sounds simple enough.
He isn't the easiest person to talk to, so you may need to speak to his brother Blanin first.
Okay. Okay, let's go talk to Erin. So, let's go to Ardun. Silver, silver. Best prices for buying and selling an all of Kandarin. Ask about the outpost. Are you Erin? That I am. What do you want? You realise I'm working here? This shouldn't take too long. I just want to ask you a bit about your great-grandfather, the one who lived in the outpost. What's it to you? I'm doing some research for a man called Jorel. Apparently, the king is going to make the outpost into his very own alchemist lab. That can only cause chaos. Well, my great-grandfather lived and died there according to my mother, but even she knows very little about him. I see. The only thing I have is this key. It's a strange key. It changes temperature by itself as you walk around. I'm afraid I don't know what it's for, though. No idea at all? Well, I imagine it's to some sort of chest of his belongings, as it's too small for a door. Perhaps if you find some of his belongings, you'll be able to discover some clues amongst them. It's better than nothing. Will you lend it to me, then? Why not? I can't use it anyway. Try feeling its change in temperature as you walk around. Ooh, it's freezing. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, apparently we need Castle Wars. Ooh, it's warmer. It's very hot and warmer than last time. Ooh, it's burning hot. Ooh, a chest. Find a journal. Throw away the chest. My life is full of changes at the moment. I've met a great and powerful follower of Zamorak, whom has offered me the chance to join him and others in the quest for ultimate power and desolation of others. This is just the opportunity I've been looking for. I move into the old outpost north of Ardoon at the end of the week. I can hardly wait. Been here a few days now. I'm overwhelmed on just how evil the other 8 are. I suppose this is amplified by living in such a small building. Started causing havoc to the people of Ardoon today. We poisoned the water supply with a strange concoction which caused everyone to break out in boils. Very funny, the others have been stealthily setting fire to some people and laughing at their conclusion of spontaneous combustion. I think I shall have to come up with something more evil for tomorrow. Following my genius plan to make all the children invisible, the city is now in a total chaos as the kids test their freedom by putting adults into panic. Honestly, some of the tricks the kids play are better than anything I could invent. Sadly, things have calmed down in the city, and they've started to realise that we're the cause of all the tragedy. Luckily, the people don't have enough power to get past our defences, and even if they did, they would wish they hadn't sought such an attack. We have been told to beware, for your days are numbered by the people of Ardoon. It seems the city has asked for some external help, which will be upon us sometime soon. I'm sure we will eliminate such threat, though. The enchanted key cannot be used to find additional treasure until the quest is complete. Thieves' key, you've already found the chest. Okay. So let's go to the ghost boy. To the general store.
Go to the general store, so it is. Gotta open the door, so I do.
Ooh, I have to put my ammo on. Talk. Can I help you at all? Yes, please. What are you selling? No, I don't want. Talk to Drylakin. Oh, he's in or around it. Ah, there we go. Hello, you Drolak.
Wow, I haven't spoken to the living for I don't remember how long.
So your name is Drolak?
Sorry, yes, I am he.
Great. Do you know anything about the outpost north of Ardoon?
I don't really like to talk about it, but I died there.
Oh dear.
I do have a scroll which might interest you that describes the timeline of the outpost. But first, I wonder if I could ask you to tie up a problem.
Like what?
Well, I left to go to the outpost against the wishes of my wife. I promised I would return to her, but obviously I did not as I died there. She's a ghost nearby, but won't listen to my apologies.
You want me to patch things up?
Yes, how'd you guess?
Call it a traveller's intuition.
Okay, well perhaps you could give it her stronger sapphire amulet, because that is what I gave her the day I left. Her name is Melina, by the way.
No problem. Okay, where is Melina? Melina should be over here. If you don't mind me asking, are you Melina?
That I am. What's it to you?
I've been talking to Drolak. I believe he left you but never returned.
He did. I suppose he has asked you to tell me he's sorry. What an empty gesture.
Well, actually, he told me to give you this amulet.
A sapphire amulet. He remembers. It's just like the one he gave me before I left.
I honestly believe he's sorry.
I'm so glad. Please tell him I forgive him.
I will.
At last I feel complete. Farewell.
Goodbye. Oh, she's gone. Oh, he's going to be all on his own. I've given the amulet. She was very pleased. Said she wanted to know you still cared.
Excellent. I'm so glad she believes me. I can finally rest in peace.
Oh, let's watch him go. Could I have that scroll you mentioned first?
Of course, let me know if it was in use and I can forever be free.
Thank you. Oh, he didn't disappear. How annoying. Timeline of the Ardoon outpost. Outpost built, 65 years later, the dreaded years of tragedy, another 68 years, the great battle, and another 71 years, survivors of the battle start a new line of kings of Ardoon and the equal trade market. Okay, so let's go to Relica now. North of Skullgrimbarg and talk to Dron. Where is this Dron? Near the dairy churn. Where's the dairy churn at? Ah. Dairy. Hello there, you the brother of Dron? That I am. Why? Has he killed one of your family? Not that I know of. Oh good. How can I help you? Well, I'd like to talk to your brother Dron about the outpost north of Ardoon. I'm afraid he's not so easy to talk to, so it's good that you came to see me. You'll need to remember a few things when talking to him. Like, you must be firm with him and don't mention that I sent you. In case he asks, he wields an iron mace in battle, eats rats for breakfast, kittens for lunch, and bunnies for tea. His favorite drink is red spider blood. He's 36 years, 8 months, and 21 days old. Studies famous battles of the 4th and 5th ages, lives on the northeast side of town, and his pet cat is called Fluffy. Okay. I know this sounds strange, but Dron won't talk to anyone unless they know him well. He's a secretive guy. Where's that? There he is. I need to talk to you. Why should I? I'm after important answers. But how do you know me? Why, you're the famous warrior Dron. If so, what weapon do I use? An iron mace. When do I like to eat rats? Oh shit. Should have paid more attention. Breakfast. Breakfast? When are kittens best devoured? Lunch. And what do I usually eat for tea? Bunnies. What colour spider blood tastes the best? Red. How many years old am I? 36? Yeah. And months? For God's sake. 8. 21. What are the most interesting ages for battles? The 5th and 4th. And my house is situated where? Northeast. What is my brother's name? Blannin. And my pet cat is called Fluffy. What's 5 plus 7? 12. But what does that have to do with anything? Everything. Besides, it's 13. I think you find it's 12. Very well. You seem to know me quite well. I'll answer your questions best I can. Phew. Well, what are they then? I'm trying to find out the history of the outpost near Ardoon. I was hoping you could help me. Let me see. Yes. I remember reading of a battle that took place at the outpost many years ago. 2 ex-friends led forces in a small battle that ended with them pitted against each other at the top of the outpost as the sole survivors became because of their superior strength. Ex-friends? They were once friends, but a difference in their beliefs meant they fell out. One chose to follow the god of Zamorak, whilst the other chose Saradomin. But finding themselves in the extreme situation at the top of the outpost caused them to see the errors of their ways. Like the waste of life, the lost friendship, and the wasted time. They both then decided to unite under Gothics. I like happy endings. You would. Thank you, I can report back to Joel now. Anything else? I was wondering how you get the bloodstains out of your clothes. Be gone! Okay, then just go back to Joel. The outpost. Bye! How's it going? I found a journal. Good work, let's see what it says. Go away. How's it going? Found a journal. Good work, let's see what it says. Joel reads through the journal. The person who wrote the journal spent time living in the outpost, followed the order of Zamorak. I see. He talks all the nasty things they did to the people of Ardoon, which I don't care to mention. It looks like they were stopped by someone, but it doesn't say who. Interesting. I've talked to the warrior. Excellent. What did he say? Well... Here we go. And then I asked him about getting the bloodstains out of his clothes, but he didn't like that. It seems you're lucky he didn't beat you up. Well done, that's another piece of the puzzle. I've been in contact with the ghost you suggested, and I've recovered this. Joel skims over the contents of the scroll. Very interesting. So there was a great battle at the outpost. Then one of the survivors became king, and the other started the marketplace. Good work. It all makes sense now. I never realised there was quite so much history to this place. It was more than I could have hoped. I'm glad to hear. What's the whole story? Many years ago, there were 2 friends who fell out over the difference of opinion in religion. One decided to dedicate his life to Saradomin, the other to Zamorak. Years passed, and the followers of Zamorak moved into the outpost with a group of others to cause havoc for the city of Ardoon. The people of the city called upon some Saradomin followers who happened to be led by the other friend. A battle ensued that ended with the 2 ex-friends at the top of the outpost as the sole survivors. Realising their mistake, they made friends again. Once decided to become king and spread the word of equality, and the other chose to start up a market where all could trade their wares equally and fairly. The one that became king is now the great-grandfather of King Lathas that we know. So what should I do now? Well, what I'll do is write down the details you provided in a more easy-to-digest manner, along with my plans for using this building as a museum. Then I suppose you want me to deliver it to the king. You've got that right. She promises not to go to the king in East Ardoon. Where is the king? King, where are you? Talk about the outpost. Excuse me, I've been asked to hand you this from Joel at the outpost. I see. The king reads the letter. I had no idea that place had any value at all. All this about my great-grandfather and Joel's plans to make it into a museum makes for a convincing case. I'm sure he only wants what is best. Very well. I will comply with his request. Take this letter back to him with my kind regards. Thank you.
Thank you.
Beep, beep. Talk to Joel. Give me this letter.
Quick, let me see.
Joel reads the letter.
Hurrah! Good work, you've done it. You've saved the outpost.
My pleasure.
I can now continue my plans for this place. Thank you. Take a look at the artifacts in the new museum room. You may find something of interest.
Sweet. Got the enchanted key too. Shield display. Inside the case is a giant shield. The plate reads, this shield comes from the 4th Age when people were fighting to become more settled and less nomadic. Inside the case are 3 items. The first is a helmet, and its card reads, the helm worn by Wally in his defeat of Delrith the Demon 150 years ago. Next is a battle axe. Its card reads, the Axe of Arav, left behind by accident before it's journeyed its way on his quest for the shield to save the people of Avaroka. Lastly are a pair of old boots. Their card reads, these boots were worn by Randus before being corrupted by Zamorak's promise of glory. Interesting. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. We finished. Yes, next quest. Let's do it.